What is ChatGPT Atlas? On the 21st of October 2025, OpenAI announced ChatGPT Atlas, a web browser built around its chatbot platform ChatGPT, not just a plugin, but with ChatGPT integrated at the core. OpenAI TechCrunch. It's currently available globally on macOS versions for Windows, iOS and Android are promised soon. Reuters. OpenAI describes it as a browser with ChatGPT built in, meaning your browsing experience is combined with AI capabilities. Chat directly about what you're reviewing, ask it to help you do things. OpenAI key features and differentiators. Here are the standout features of Atlas that distinguish it from conventional browsers. Integrated ChatGPT sidebar, chat interface. While browsing a page, you can open a ChatGPT sidebar or panel and ask questions about the current page content. Summarize, analyze, compare, etc. The Guardian. The UI is built so ChatGPT is not a separate app you switch to, it's embedded in the browser window. TechCrunch Agent Mode automation of web tasks. One of the more futuristic features, in agent mode, the browser's AI can take action on your behalf, navigate pages, fill out forms, shop for items, do research with minimal user input. Reuters. This mode is tied to higher-tier users, for example, ChatGPT Plus Pro for now. Memory and contextual browsing. Atlas supports browser memories. The browser, through ChatGPT, can remember what you were doing, what pages you visited, tasks you had, and draw on that context. For example, find the job postings I looked at last week and summarize trends. OpenAI. These memories are optional. OpenAI emphasizes that users control what is stored and whether the AI uses it. OpenAI helps center a unified search and browsing experience. Instead of the classic URL search bar gives result, list gives click. Atlas positions the chat interface as a central mode of interaction with the web. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman described it as a once-in-a-decade opportunity to rethink what a browser can be about. Financial Times. Cross-platform support and familiar foundations. All day. Although launched on macOS, it uses familiar browser technology, so switching is relatively smooth. For example, it's based on Chromium engine. Strategic implications and competition. Why this matters and how it changes the game. Direct challenge to Google Chrome. With Chrome holding approximately 70% plus of browser market share globally, Atlas is a bold move by OpenAI into the core platform of the web. Reuters. Control over the browsing layer by owning the browser instead of being accessed via it as a separate app. OpenAI places ChatGPT at a key gateway to how people access the internet, search, consume content, do tasks. Financial Times. Monetization and traffic implications. Atlas opens the possibility of capturing more of users' time, data and ad revenue streams or new monetization models. Some analysts highlight how this might undercut Google's dominance. Browser becomes assistant plus operating layer, with features like memories and agent mode. Atlas is less just a browser and more a super assistant for your entire online workflow. Privacy and oversight questions. With deeper integration and access to user behavior across websites, it raises new concerns about how data is collected, stored, used, and what control users have. The Washington Post. What's available now and what to watch for launch version. macOS only. Windows, iOS and Android coming later. Tech. Free to use at launch, though some advanced features agent mode, deeper automation may require paid subscription. VentureBeat. Data controls. OpenAI offers settings for managing what is remembered, what the AI can access, and how data is used. OpenAI helps center what to watch. How smoothly the agent mode works at scale. Automation across websites is non-trivial. How much users adopt it, given inertia of Chrome, Edge, etc. How Google responds, already adding more AI features to Chrome. How publishers, advertisers react if less clicking through via traditional navigation. Regional rollout and regulatory scrutiny, especially for privacy, data. Potential downsides, challenges, user trust and privacy. The more the browser remembers and acts on your behalf, the more questions around how safe, transparent and controllable that is. The Washington Post flagged this. The Washington Post. Competition and market inertia. Chrome is entrenched. Switching browsers is a frictionful step for many users. Convincing large numbers will be hard. Dependence on AI accuracy. If the browser SAI makes mistakes, automation misclicks, bad summaries, etc., users may revert to traditional methods. Monetization path unclear. How exactly OpenAI plans to monetize the browser remains speculative. Ads, premium tiers, data insights, regulatory antitrust scrutiny. As browsers become central to how the web is accessed, regulators may take interest in how AI browsers handle data control, technical performance, and compatibility, ensuring the browser renders all websites well, keeps speed and performance competitive, and doesn't introduce new bugs will matter. Why this matters for you? Use Sly. If you're a user and especially someone interested in AI, browsing efficiency, multitasking, here's what Atlas could bring. Less switching between a browser and a chatbot app, everything in one window. Faster workflows. Have the AI summarize a long article, compare products, draft email responses right from the browser. More context-aware browsing. The browser remembers your past tasks and helps you pick up where you left off. Automation. From planning trips to shopping, the agent mode could save time if it works reliably. But you'll want to check privacy data settings to ensure you're comfortable with what the browser is allowed to access. And remember, how I'd summarize in one sentence. OpenAI's ChatGPT Atlas is a browser built around conversational AI, blending tabbed browsing with ChatGPT's capabilities, agent-driven tasks, and memory of your online activity, with a clear ambition to challenge the dominance of Chrome and reshape how we use the web.